All right, hello WA. We are back for some Hjorthing action. A lot more interesting than a fireside chat, most likely. So, today we have our Yuumi 1v1 League of Legends matchup between Ulfald and Asilva. So, prior to this, myself and Ulf had been trying out some practice Yuumi 1v1s. I think my conclusion is it might be the worst 1v1 in the game. Possibly. We'll have to wait and see how this one goes. Obviously, they're taking the full time to pick out all of their runes. Of course, I have to pick mine out. Very important. But it should be an interesting one. Given that there's a lot of different approaches that you can take with the Yuumi 1v1, as we kind of experimented with myself and Ulfald a little bit in our 1v1s. Want to see if I have the caster Draven. I might. Primetime Draven, I don't. Oh, too sad. We'll just go with one of these. Well, really interesting to see what kind of runes they go for, though. Oh, got the fireside chat background. Don't need that. Hold on. So you can check that out. So you could see Exhaust Ignite for both. Both went Resolve Secondary. Lethal Tempo for Asilva and Fleet Footwork for Ulf. So that's kind of interesting. So when I was playing on our 1v1s against Ulf, the two that we did, he went Hail of Blades and then pressed the attack. And Hail of Blades, he won the first one by like 1 auto. And the second one, I won by like 1 auto. I went Grass both times. Basically, full tank Yuumi with the Guardians items, which I think are super gold efficient on Howling Abyss. I'll have to wait. Of course, I'm here spectating from Ulf's side, so I've got to wait for Silva to get in vision. But a lot of times, the Q into the bush can be a big deciding factor, and Ulf does hit the first one. Dodge is Silva's. Well, I say it can be a big factor. I mean, the damage is so minuscule here. It's really hard to say that something like that actually matters. But I'm not aware of them going to a CS win condition, but I mean, I'm pretty sure it's still First Blood. Okay, and now Silva comes back and hits Ulfald with the first Q and dodges Ulf's. See, the trading definitely going in Ulf's favor right now. He does have the Guardian's Hammer and the Longsword. You can see those autos are really hurting. He gets the E off. They both get the E off. Missed Q from Ulf. And then here, now something we experimented with was, yeah, exactly that. So igniting, so you get less of a heal on there. Now the exhaust comes through. A lot of damage comes through from Ulf's Yuumi, though. There's the heal. That's going to be big. Most likely, they're both running the Revitalize rune, so that's going to increase the healing when they're low on HP. So there's some strategy to that. You can see it's pretty substantial there for Asilva on the E, below 50% HP there. So Ulf has his healing that he could go back and pick up if he wants to. Both of them pretty decent on mana, Ulf with a little bit more. But you can see in these auto trades, definitely Ulf getting the better with just the autos, with all of that AD. I mean, he's got 35 AD plus the health and the lifesteal, which is key. Fleet Footwork and the lifesteal. Here we could have the all-in. Both exhaust traded. Ignites go down. The ult, though, as Silva has the level up, though. This could be bad for Ulf. It's going to be low. He's got to get the health. He's got to run to the health. He's got to get to it before the auto hits, and he does. But, man, that's a huge advantage for Asilva now. Ulf has got to wait till level 6. Asilva hitting level 6 is huge there. You can see all of the minions as well hitting Ulf. Now Ulf is level 6, and he does have the ultimate advantage, and the heal comes through. So things pretty evened out in that department, but a really close call for Ulf, you can see. So now the question will become, when does Ulf use his ult? He does take the Q there, and I have the AFK warning. But should be pretty interesting here to see. Both hitting level 7 now. You can see Ulf healing a little bit more. He just has that base lifesteal plus a fleet orc. Now he goes for the ult. He does get the root. The shield comes through for both the passive. Ulf a little low on mana. Now it comes back, has the extra mana, misses the Q, and now Silva's going to kite back towards her health, so Ulf's going to be careful. He's taking a cannon minion hit. The ignite comes down to reduce the heal from there. The shields are being traded. I think again, Ulf, just because of the minions, took the worst end of that trade, but it was pretty close. Here comes the heal from Ulf, but now Ulf running into some mana problems, actually. Has no health shrines. The Silva does have one back there if she wants to go and pick it up. We'll see. You can see the attack speed coming through for Silva, and does have the 15 physical damage on hit from the recurve bow, along with the boots as well. Just going to help with dodging, a little bit of the kiting. Q going to go wide there from Ulf. Oh, and I just trolled. I did not mean to press that. Oh no, I've ruined it. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know. How did that even happen? Oh, I must have accidentally clicked outside of the minimap. Yep, when I pinged Silva's bow. That's my bad. Oh, okay. Well, that aside, all right. So Ulfal definitely getting the better end of this trade. Auto's coming through. Heal comes through. Q is going to land that time from Ulf. Now the passive comes through for a Silva, so the shield is there. There's the exhaust down onto Ulf. Here comes the ult. The final chapter is going to come through. Exhaust there is going to prevent most of that damage and some of the minions as well. Now Ulf looking for more. He's going to steal that heal away from a Silva. There is the AoE heal, but there's an initial heal from picking that up as well. A Silva probably looking to just trade and kite back and pick up hers. Now you can see the attack speed coming through there, the fully stacked lethal tempo. That can be huge as well with the range advantage. It's going to be hard for Ulf to trade with that. The extended trades are definitely pretty much always going to go with Silva's direction. Ooh, Q and an auto there is going to be big. But again, it's really hard to get the lethal range because of the Revitalize and the Yuumi heal. It's stronger the lower you are. Q not going to act there from Ulf. So Silva should be picking up this heal just to put it on cooldown, but she hasn't yet. Ulf going to take a tower shot, but the passive almost completely blocks it. Q going to go wide. Shield comes through from a Silva. Ulf still trading. Heal comes through from Ulf as well. And here comes the final chapter from Ulf. He's going to get the root. Does have the ignite down. Needs a little bit more damage, but it's not going to happen. And Silva picks up the heal, actually still ignited. So that Grievous is still on there ticking, so that's going to reduce some of that healing. And again, the sustained battle, Ulf should generally win. He has the 10% lifesteal from the Guardian's Hammer, which, again, for some reason was not nerfed whatsoever, despite the durability changes and all the healing nerfs that came through. Aram, of course, left alone once again. Heal comes through. Silva able to pick that one up. Ulf is going to get it, but the initial heal goes to a Silva, trading back and forth. Q going to go wide again. And if you're new to Yuumi 1v1s, this is pretty normal based on me and Ulf's experience. Could go the distance. Get my AFK warning off of there. So again, Ulf full HP, trading back, able to just trade aggressively. Now the final chapter comes through, trying to dodge, but not going to happen. The root comes through from Ulf. And here comes the passives from both. And now Ulf does have a pair of health shrines that he can pick up, actually. He's up in CS, but as far as I know, they're not going till CS unless it's something they agreed upon in voice. Now the heal coming through. So a lot of caster minions there. Ulf has got to be careful because he doesn't want to take aggro from all of those. And definitely just a ton of minions. I mean, at this point, you have to consider if Final Chapter isn't decent for just a little bit of wave clear. I mean, it's pretty bad for both of them, considering they don't have any AP scaling whatsoever, or rather, they don't have any AP items, so the AP scaling is useless. Ulf back under turret now. Still down some HP. But Ulf has got to be looking for trades here. As long as he is full HP, he might as well be using some of that HP bar. Ooh, tower shot taken by a Silva, and now Ulf goes on the offensive. He's going to go for the final chapter. That does come through. Exhausts onto both. Ignites should be available. Yes, if he wants to go for it, but again, not really in lethal. Now Ulf taking a fair bit of damage from the minions. Got to be careful. He's just sitting there trading. He doesn't care. He seems to be pretty sure that he's going to win this. Ulf did not stay in the heal, though. He did not get it, and now he's taking a lot of damage. Both super low. Ignites do go down onto both. So now they gotta be careful. Ulf has a healing he can pick up. You gotta assume he wants to pick that up. Put it on cooldown. Heals come through. Ulf again with the lifesteal, doing pretty good. Now hitting the turrets as well. Again, I'm not aware of them going till turret first blood or 100 CS or anything like that, but we'll wait and see. Passive picked up. Now Ulf takes the tower shot. Final chapter comes through from a Silva. That is going to root Ulf not do very much damage again. The ults are practically useless with both of them going AD. Now a Silva basically out of mana, but again, the shrines do give mana. So you can go back and pick that up. Obviously no real XP differences here. Now Silva completely out of mana, actually, so she really has to pick up that ult. I mean, the Q, or rather the shrine, the Q and the ult, I was going to say, are both AP scaling, so obviously pretty useless here. Ulf now full HP, so there's another shrine for a Silva. Going to pick that up. Ulf is going to get it as well. Doesn't really get any healing out of it because he was full HP. Now he uses his heal. Trades back. Passives being popped left and right. Final chapter comes through from Ulf, but again, very, very useless outside of the base damage, which is not particularly high, as you can see. Both of them trading aggressively. Not a lot of minions being hit. Or minions hitting them, rather. The 1v1 continues. We're approaching 11 minutes now. Both of them practically full HP and level 15. An absolute marathon here. Now Ulf trading in, has the minions on his side, just missed the Q. Here comes the heals and the passive popped. Now Silva trading back aggressive, but has to be careful of the minion aggro again. There's a Q hitting from Ulf. You can see with the max rank Q, it actually does pack a little bit of a punch, even without any AP whatsoever. The disadvantage here being, of course, they no longer really have the items you'd expect at this level. Well, they don't have the items you expect at any level on Yuumi, considering that they have AD items, but Ulf's going to use the Q on the cannon, which is interesting. Let's see, maybe a Silva picking up on that, looking for a window, but just hitting the minions at this point, one has to wonder if they are going for CS. Ulf is ahead in CS a significant amount, but all that really grants him is some gold, which for a first blood is not really going to matter. You know, the best case scenario for him is going to be that he just lifesteals by autoing the minions as many times as possible. A lot of minion aggro. That cannon is really welling on a Silva. That is going to do a lot of damage here. The lethal tempo is firing, but it's still taking a lot of minion aggro. The final chapter comes through. We'll see if we have some more summoner spells traded here. Is this finally it? Exhaust goes down first onto a Silva and then back onto Ulfald. Ignite. Ulfald now kiting back, taking a lot of damage. The lethal tempo range coming in big there for a Silva, and she wins out on that trade once again. You can see here, final chapter, not connecting, just going for the wave clear potentially from Ulf. So I am curious if they did agree to a 100 CS condition, which I was considering when me and Ulf were practicing this, because our second 1v1 also went till like 9 minutes or something like that, and it was getting pretty boring. Truly a test of mental patience, actually, is the Yuumi 1v1. Ulf actually hit a minion there, I believe. It's another tricky thing, because Yuumi's hitbox is actually not huge, or, I mean, her character model. Trying to click. You can see the lethal tempo coming in big here. Ulf kind of getting kited out. He's got to be careful. I mean, he's continuing this trade, but should just be losing it. He does have the cannon minion helping him out. But at this point, definitely is going to lose those extended trades, I would guess. I'm really not a Yuumi 1v1 expert. And now Ulf is not going to pick up his health. Is he just going? It looks like he's just going for the 100 CS. Yes, they must have agreed to a CS condition because he is just spamming, attempting to hit the CS. And did he get it? No, he's still at 99. Now he hits the 100. Is that GG? Is that what they were going for? GG does come out. Okay, they must have agreed to 100 CS conditions. So my apologies that I did not know that. But, okay. Well, congratulations to Ulfold, and apologies to any of our viewers who just watched the most boring 1v1 that anyone has ever done. Well played to both contestants, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. I don't think we need an interview. So, thanks anyone for tuning in.